This video should in no way be considered legal advice. It is for educational purposes only. Immunity is a doctrine that shields government officials, including law enforcement officers, from civil liability. But overcoming this legal hurdle is not impossible. In this video, we will provide a comprehensive guide for victims of police misconduct on how to challenge qualified immunity and seek accountability.
Let's navigate through the complexities of the legal system and empower individuals to fight for their rights. Qualified immunity is a legal doctrine that protects government officials from being held personally liable for constitutional violations while performing their duties, unless they violate clearly established law. This doctrine was established to balance the need for accountability with the need to protect officials from frivolous lawsuits. To determine if qualified immunity applies, courts typically apply a two-pronged test. Was the officer's conduct a violation of a constitutional right? Was the right clearly established at the time of the violation? Over time, courts have interpreted qualified immunity broadly, making it increasingly difficult for victims to hold police officers accountable for their actions. However, recent developments have sparked debates and challenges to this doctrine, offering hope for those seeking justice. Expert 1. Challenging qualified immunity requires a multifaceted approach, combining legal arguments with public advocacy and activism. Expert 2. Agreed. It's essential to gather evidence, build a strong case, and engage in strategic litigation to push the boundaries of qualified immunity. When I decided to challenge qualified immunity, I knew it wouldn't be easy. But with the right support and determination, I was able to make a difference. The first step in challenging qualified immunity is to demonstrate that the officer's conduct violated a clearly established constitutional right. The victim's lawyer presenting case law and precedents. By citing relevant case law and precedents, victims can show that the officer's actions were unconstitutional and therefore not protected by qualified immunity. The second prong of the qualified immunity test requires victims to demonstrate that the violated right was clearly established at the time of the incident. Lawyer.
Your Honor, there is ample precedent establishing that the use of excessive force in this manner is a violation of constitutional rights.
By meticulously researching and presenting relevant legal precedents, victims can overcome the argument of qualified immunity. Leveraging legal challenges for policy change. Activists protesting for police accountability. While challenging qualified immunity on an individual level is crucial, it's also essential to recognize the broader implications and work towards systemic change. We need to urge lawmakers to reform qualified immunity laws and ensure greater accountability for law enforcement officers. Legal experts discussing the impact of legal challenges. Each successful challenge to qualified immunity sets a precedent and sends a message that police misconduct will not be tolerated. The following statement is something you may hear. In light of the evidence presented, the court finds the defendant liable for violating the plaintiff's constitutional rights. Overcoming qualified immunity is a challenging journey, but with perseverance, dedication, and strategic legal action, victims of police misconduct can seek justice and hold accountable those who violate their rights. Together, let's continue to fight for a more just and equitable society, where no one is above the law, and everyone's rights are protected. This concludes our guide on challenging qualified immunity for victims of police misconduct.